Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Village of Shadows. If you're watching on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell to be notified when I post again. And check me out on Twitch, Dungeons with Shepherd. Link in the description below.
Thing is, I literally have a character that's gonna trigger every 40k fan that Shepard has if I ever play it. Because I did not know the name of one of the basically gods of the orcs in Warhammer 40k was Gork. And I had literally created a character without knowing this and named it Gork the Orc.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Me name Gork, me smash. I know nothing about Warhammer.
Alright, everybody knows what we gotta do. Everyone present your catnip.
Throws catnip over fence. I don't have anything, I swear.
That's not mine.
You liar! I saw it!
Khajiit is innocent of this crime.
Khajiit is a filthy liar! Alright, but hello everyone.
Hello!
Hello.
My level 5 character has 69 HP.
Nice.
Nice.
I did not plan this.
Sure.
Barbarian, man.
But of all characters for it to happen with.
Of course, it's fucking Linju.
Alright.
Linju just puts on a pair of sunglasses. Nice.
Nice.
I got 38. But I also have uncanny dodge, so yeah.
I am a tanky fuck.
Alright. Is everybody ready?
Let's do this.
Y'all didn't switch your tokens out yet, did you?
I thought mine had messed up, so I was just editing it here, but I know that 56 is my current maximum, and I haven't changed anything. Like, I didn't add any modifiers or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm quickly editing my token right now.
Your modifiers shouldn't really change unless you... Actually, no, because you're level 5 now, yeah, so nothing really should change except for health.
Well, for me, it was just like I took level 4 barbarian, so I got my ASI.
Ah.
But I chose to take a feat because I'm crazy.
Dang. What feat did you take? Oh no, I want to see later. Ooh, I want to see an action.
Alright, so... last time we left off with... What did we leave off last time? Ah yes, last time we left off with you all making your way into the ruins of the old lookout post, watch post, deep within the mists of Anhu. Well, really more so just out on the outskirts of the mists of Anhu. But anyway, semantics aside, you made your way through, and through the mists of traps and just the dangers of the outpost structure itself being fairly unstable. You overcame those difficulties and made your way through, searching for what or who may be the cause of the deaths to the villagers that you have been tasked with finding out about. Through your investigation, eventually, within the basement of the lookout post, you found an elderly individual clad in heavy armor and stricken with some sort of illness or mutation. You never really asked, so you don't really know. the individual in question has these tentacle-like tendrils growing in, around, and out of their left arm, and consuming their mace that they wield. Instead of just outright killing him, you instead chose to converse with the individual.
We're not animals, Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
Says two of the three animals.
Nah.
Me. Yeah, say nah.
Walk.
But you learned that this individual may not be the direct cause of the deaths. Well, technically kind of was, but for a reason, not just mindless murder. And that something has been corrupting his mind as well as the minds of the people within the village. You decided to make peace with him and now use his help to try and find out what the true cause of these strange reoccurring dreams that have been happening to several villagers and this one individual himself. What that cause may be. And so we left off with you heading back through the Mists of Anhu, and that is where we pick up you making your travel back on the road. So you haven't rested yet, not yet. I know you said you wanted to, but you haven't done it yet.
With creepy tentacle grandpa in tow.
Exactly.
As Sif is walking with this gentleman, she's going to ask, did you by happen to cross a nobleman's carriage?
And you're asking,
Sir Reginald.
yeah, thank you. So Reginald, he kind of looks at you as you're walking and talking. Whereabouts? I've seen many noble carriages in my time.
To be more specific, I was sent here to investigate the death of the brother of Duke Talgan of Echo. He is a Goliath. His brother was killed here.
I do not remember a carriage, but there was a individual who I found on the outskirts of the mess, who was well clothed. Another individual murmuring about the whispers.
He was infected.
I believe so. I know so. I saw it with my own eyes. The aftermath.
What is this infection?
I'm not entirely sure. The corruption of mind followed by. He kind of takes the large tome in his hand and kind of motions with his other arm to the tendril mass that is his left arm, followed by the corruption of body.
Oh, Mom, I'm just writing all this down.
You say that the corruption of mind happens first. Do you hear these whispers still?
Yes.
What do they say?
Ramblings. Madness. Really? Inaudible echoes of voices. Is
I
this-
guess I'm guessing it's in a language you understand.
Some yes, some no.
Do any of these voices sound frightened?
Difficult to say. It's more like faint whispers. Nothing strictly coherent.
Shepherd,
Yes.
with all this being said, with the tendrils and the whispers and the people going insane, does this remind me of the powers of any god?
I believe you made a religion check last time.
Oh, did I? Oh,
I think you
okay.
did, and you didn't do very well, unfortunately.
Okay.
It might have been a history check. I know you made a check for something similar. I don't remember if it was strictly religion.
Okay.
But if you'd like to make a religion check now, sure. Before,
I-
you didn't really get anything. It could have been multiple things, kind of. You basically asked the same question, but was it what could have caused this?
I will provide the help action because Ligia has spent time in Himnar.
Ooh.
But this one, with a little bit more information. Then, yeah.
Actually, before I do that, maybe I can get I want to see if I can get more information out of him, but I'm not sure.
Well, no other way to know than to ask.
What does the voices sound like? Is it just a whisper, or is there any characteristics to it? Are there multiple people?
It's like a cacophony of faint voices, all speaking as one and then separate at the same time. But there's always something off about it, something.
Is there any visuals to your nightmares?
He kind of thinks for a moment. At first, no. But as the days progress, it becomes a mass of withering tendrils, blackened sludge, an abyss like any I've ever seen. Faint, blurry.
Alright. Well, with that information, I'm gonna make the religion check now. See if there's any god that I think. And you're providing help?
Yeah, because Ligia would kind of slither close and kind of murmur different things that he remembers from Himnar.
The answer was 42.
That is a 16.
Did you roll that with advantage?
Yes.
I really wish it would show both. Some of them do, some don't. I wish they
Mhm.
all did. All right. Okay. With a 16, uh, they're all gods that you all the most basically have the vaguest understanding of, and that's really the most understanding that even the most devout followers of these gods have. There are gods called the Old Ones
Mm-hmm.
that have a similar vibe that he is describing. No tendril masses and tentacles, darknesses and abysses.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it does what he is talking about does seem to fit what these uh, ancient gods that are obscured in mystery represent.
Hmm.
Uh, so yes, to you only have the vaguest understanding of these gods because not even the most devout followers really truly know about these gods. But if this is the work of a god, then those select few would be the ones most likely responsible for what is happening.
Cthulhu.
Well, I have some of those gods here. Am I allowed to use that knowledge that I have in game?
Oh yeah, the divinity
Okay.
sheet thing. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
would be like, you know, your
Okay.
understanding would probably be a little bit more vague than what that is. That's like just, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, even those descriptions were pretty vague. They're mostly like just scripts of like random nonsense, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Bird is just following behind everyone.
All Linju knows is that there are dark places in Himnar that the light does not touch.
Mm-hmm.
Blasphemy!
Oh. There- That does not sound like a. Oh, who were they worshiping? Hold on, I have it written down. Who was it? They were worshiping uh Pythia. That does not sound like something of Pythia. That sounds like one of the old gods. From what I know and what I can hear, it's or I would put my opinion or my I would think it's either Shaggoth or Yonolith.
Why is it that individuals that don't speak Scaelic always seem to have issues with those names?
Hmm.
Quick, say Worcestershire. This is a This is a test.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Demons! Foul creatures of the abyss! Only demons and ancient lords could speak that word.
Sir Reginald just asked him, and then Linju and Tiff said it at the same time.
I wish I could take credit for that joke, but I can't.
Oh no, don't worry about it. We'll pretend it's yours.
No, it's more properly pronounced Worcestershire.
Aw. However, we're not gonna know till we get a good look at that crystal. I also want to get a look at that priest's face.
Out of
I-
curiosity, Sir Reginald, this corruption speaks to you. Can it see through you?
do not know. I certainly hope not.
That is a very good point.
The corruption can use him as a viewing piece into our world, then no doubt the others will also be aware of our intentions.
Well, we'll have to see what the village intends. But we'll see. We won't know until we get there.
Let us just hope we are not too late.
We will continue walking.
All right. You continue walking. This time somewhat guided by Sir Reginald, as he kind of knows the way more so than what you three do.
He know the way.
You know the way.
You know the way. Queen, Queen, Queen. She know the way. Do you know the way? I love it. I love that so much. I really do. It's still one of my top favorite
And here's the thing, I know so many people hate it. Love it. Love you, Gun and Knuckles.
I also love that they made Knuckles in the Sonic movie basically just not a cringe Uganda Knuckles. I love it so much.
Yeah, I think that was his kind of original lore.
Was it? Was he like? I don't know. I don't know nothing about Sonic. I know absolutely nothing, except for Sonic is fast and he's blue, and he likes chili dogs.
I know, like, apparently, like, in the original writing, he was supposed to sound very foreign, so...
I know absolutely nothing about Knuckles, other than he punches, and he's red. That's
and,
it.
Yeah.
But he do not know the way.
Oh.
I do not know the way. Queen! Queen, show us the way! I need to stop. I'm gonna go into a deep rabbit hole.
Before my next character is Ugandan Knuckles.
Please do.
Trust me, I know the way.
The cleric of the way.
You could do that, or you could do Prince Julian.
I will paralyze him from the waist down, and then he will no longer be able to move it.
King Julian! King of Madagascar, come to die!
King Julian, the negotiator!
Please, I am trying to move it. Hello, stream!
Hi, stream.
Good ones. Good times. Good ones. That was good. That was a good impression, by the way. I love that. That was great.
Meanwhile, back to the death and gloom.
Yes. The death, gloom, sadness. King Julian! No.
Yeah.
Yes. So you all did want to stop and rest. Did you want to take a long rest or a short rest?
We would like to rest. Yeah, I need to take a long rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're probably looking to take a long rest, because we're more than a day's journey out from the town.
Yeah. Sleep.
Alright, so as you all kind of inform Sir Reginald that you wish to take a long rest. Bold!
Don't hit the button yet!
Bold of you to assume!
Mm-hmm.
You all... He kind of leads you in a way that's a little bit more safe than the surrounding roads that you ventured forward when you had your Flaming Skull fiasco, which is really more of a just straight up immortal, really. Uh,
It was an inconvenience.
An inconvenience.
Listen, if we hadn't, it would have chased. Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. He all.
I know where you're going with this, Shepard, and I don't approve.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm about to take a rest. Uh, you all set up camp and lay down for the night.
The annoying part about this is that Linju doesn't know shit about anything.
Quick thing. Are we gonna wanna be on the lookout?
Up to you.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
might have a cult after us. I'm
No,
not down with that.
out of character because of you.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, shit, dude. Alright, so, do you set up watch?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Linju's not taking any chances.
Alright, who's taking
Neither.
watch?
Thif will go first.
Okay.
Linju will run second.
Alright, as you all kind of set up your watches, so Reginald, I'm actually going to change his name.
You can just straight up change his name?
I keep looking at it. I keep saying Victor, and I'm just like Victor Reginald.
Please, Victor was my father's name.
Victor von Reginald the Eighth.
That won't confuse me when I look at it and I see Victor instead of Sir Reginald.
Fair enough.
No.
So Reginald Triginald.
Victor Reginald at your service.
I was thinking Borderlands.
I have never played that game. So Sir Reginald would actually stand up and take his book and create a basically a line sigil across two of the trees. They glow with a faint blue arcane aura and then slowly fade invisible. And he sits back down. That way you will know if anyone comes from that direction.
Thank you. Everyone, get some sleep. I will take first watch.
Okay.
All right.
Linju does so with a bit of reluctance.
What's the matter?
Just, I worry. And he just kind of turns away and lays down.
Oh, you'll be fine.
It's not myself I'm worried about.
Shut up.
Actually, before he goes to bed, he is actually going to move around the campsite. And he is going to set up caltrops. Yay!
Ooh.
All right, cool. Yeah. So you make a perimeter around the your campsite, dropping cow traps as you go.
Yeah. Then gonna sit center down.
how many caltrops do you have? Like, how big of an area can you cover?
Let me look up my. Have a bit. I have a quantity of 4 bags that contain 20 caltrops each, so they're about 80.
And each bag can cover a 5 square foot area.
Okay. So if you do it like that, if you cover like a full square foot, wait, did you say 1 square foot?
5 feet. Each
5.
bag can cover 5 square feet.
Okay, yeah. So if you do it like that, then you won't be able to cover up much room. If you do it kind of like in a circle, the way you're talking about, then you can
Mhm.
cover 5 times 4, which is 20. Yes.
Yes.
20 square feet. It would be like a thin line, but you could potentially do it. If they know about it, it's easy to, go around. But,
We should really draw these out, just so we have
Maybe.
them on the map. Where did Sir Reginald put down his thing?
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so Reginald would have dropped, I think his can cover like a 20-foot area. So let me measure out like, yeah, so not quite these why can I not quite these 2 trees, but somewhere in there.
So like,
But the trees do have canopy, by the way. They're not all cut down, just so you know.
so they say like here to here.
He would have put it like, I keep going in mission tool and forgetting you can't look. He would have put it like from here to here.
Okay, hold on. We'll just do it.
Oh, better yet, actually, damn it, measuring tool. Is this? No, that's way too far. I was going to say he probably would have put it here, but that's too far. It's only covering like 20. So he would have put it there. It's invisible, so no one can actually see it. But yeah. Just so you kind of get a visual idea. And the caltrops. Yeah, there's not going to be like an easy way to get because yeah, going around you all is 90 feet.
It doesn't have to be all around. It would have to be in like, say, certain areas, because they're not going to be like coming in from this area. Oh, come on. This area right here, there's a tree right there. They'd be coming in from like here, here, here.
So we'll say you cover like your open areas, which, damn, even that is like a lot of space when you like measure it out. You got about 30 feet of open area, so no, depending on how you kind of do it. If you go, I don't know. I would say you can do it just to get that out of the way.
All right, let's mark them out like this, so we at least have an idea on where they are.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall I do a perception?
You may.
Okay. Cha. 18.
18. Okay. With an 18, as you look around and listen for anything that could be encroaching on your space, you do not sense anything in the surrounding distance in the thick, heavy fog that surrounds you. You do, however, notice some shuffling in your bag.
I'm gonna open my bag. There's a little peek inside.
You open your bag, take a peek, and inside is popcorn. He busts out of your bag holding his skull. Look what I found!
Oh, yes, I know. We encountered a flying skull and we killed him. I was gonna make something out of it.
I know, I was there. I watched. It was really strange. And he kind of looks at it with it in his hand, which is almost, honestly, it's about as big as he is.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2.
To skull
One.
or not to skull? That is the question.
Why are you up so late? Shouldn't you be getting some sleep?
You ever tried sleeping with a skull in your backside?
I can take the skull out.
I don't
Also,
know.
I
It keeps
can-
me company.
I can send
In the
you-
bag.
Okay, then go back into the bag. And she'll kind of open up the bag.
Burb is gonna just go to sleep.
Popcorn kind of looks at you, sticks out his ice tongue, and slides back into the bag.
Lindsay
Slowly.
rolls over and does a full tongue flick into the air instinctively.
Holding up the skull, and the skull slowly goes into the bag.
She'll just roll her eyes. What have I gotten myself into? Did I see or hear anything else other than popcorn being popcorn?
Yes, you hear the peeps of a kenku and the slithering tongue of a snake.
How's Sir Reginald doing?
Make a perception check.
Can you imagine having the ability to perceive things through blind sense and trying to sleep? Persuasion, huh? What are you trying to persuade?
Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it. Not again.
It's okay. I think you have the same bonus to both, actually. Hold on.
No, it's a plus 5 versus a plus 6. That's a 21
okay.
perception.
Pretty close.
I-
Alright, so with the 21, as you look at Sir Reginald to try and see how his night's sleep is going, currently he seems fairly okay. He does kind of shift in his sleep a little bit. The tendrils on his arms still ever active, moving
Oh,
around,
shit.
unnervingly, wiggling.
I need to make a wisdom saving throw to see how well is Linju sleeping.
Lindra, on the other hand,
Oh.
Linju has a grimace on his face that makes him look angry as he's just kind of like writhing around on his sleeping roll.
Let me just quickly look at something. Also, the target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
My eternal curse is the wisdom save.
Sif will stand up, and yeah, Sir Reginald looks like he's fine.
for the most part, he is, there is the slight, shuffling in his sleep every so often. But he's not, night terroring it up right now.
Mm-hmm. How many stats for that? No, they're both 2, so I would have 2 more. And how does Peep look?
Beep? You mean Swift?
Or peep. God damn it. That freaking bastard. Swift, yes. How does Swift look? Does she-
Wisdom save?
No. How are you sleeping?
I was just doing a wisdom save
He-
for
Lit-
in
yeah.
character reasons.
Yeah, he's doing it for his own reasons.
Oh. Swift is sleeping pretty calmly. His feathers will go up time to time, and there may be a slight flush on his cheeks as he is dreaming a very nice dream.
Oh.
Swift will slowly back away from the
It's
bird.
not like that.
Because the bird is obviously having fine is fine with his sleep.
Just
Swift-
relax, Swift. I will take care of that tension for you.
No. And I believe I had 2 spell slots left. And I'm essentially, for flavor, I'm going to cast Protect Good and Evil on both Sir Reginald and Linju. So what that does until it's only for 10 minutes, but at least
And it's concentration.
Yeah, and it's
you can-
concentration.
it's fine. It's fine. I'm doing it for flavor anyway, so
You give one 10 minutes and then you go to the other one. You give that one 10 minutes. That's okay.
yeah. And just like I don't know, keeps them from making sure nothing too bad is going on. Maybe it helps them rest a little easier.
Okay.
Just
I
to
will say
give
for
them that. Oh,
I will
sorry.
say for flavor text, can Thiff roll me a perception check real quick?
Do I want to?
I mean, that's fully dependent on you.
Perception.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure it's not persuasion. It's a 20. It's a natural 20.
Linju is mumbling in his sleep as you're casting that spell. And as you kind of sit there for the 10 minutes with the concentration up, yeah, you hear him say, "So many bodies."
She'll give just kind of a grimace look in her face. Just kind the face she made is kind of like not a I pity you, it's a I understand. And she'll just lightly kind of just touch your forehead a little bit, just kind of like maybe sweep away some sweat from your brow.
But I'm a stick.
And
Instinctive tongue flick.
she'll immediately start shuffling back away. Just like, there's your protection.
There is something else.
Oh no.
With that natural 20, out of the corner of your eye, you see 2 glowing green eyes peering out from inside your bag.
God, not again. Popcorn, what are you doing? She's gonna kind of knee shuffle over to her bag. She'll look in her bag. It's not time to fool around right now.
You open up your bag and you look in it?
Yep.
Okay. You open up your bag, you look inside.
You need to be getting some sleep.
Inside is Popcorn, sleeping comfortably, and the skull just sitting there, looking at you. There's no glowing green eyes anymore. Just the skull sitting there, looking up at you, and Popcorn. curled up on ball sleeping.
Viv will just look in her bag and under her breath just goes, Bismillah marham rahim. And she's going to carefully, without disturbing Popcorn, gingerly pick up the skull.
Uh-huh.
And
as you do, it is engulfed in
no.
flames and takes 2 shots of fire at you.
Oh god.
One of those is a 9, so that just straight up misses, I'm pretty sure. That one's a 14. And since you were having watch, I would presume you still had your armor. Do you even wear armor? I do not remember.
I wear a +1 studded leather armor.
+1.
Yes.
Where'd you get +1 from?
I believe that's from the last game. Because it carried through, did it not?
No.
Oh, well, fuck me.
Inventory
hold on.
wipe, remember?
Oh, right. I forgot about that. That's okay. Hold on. It's just a 1 difference, so it would have been a studded leather armor anyway. Sorry about that.
That's
My fault.
You really haven't had any combat except for that one time you all just utterly destroyed it, so.
Yeah.
And now to sweet revenge! But it probably just missed both of its pot shots. Which, honestly, you know what? It's fair. It was right next to you. This technically would have been a disadvantage. Go figure.
The visual, if you can imagine, is just her just kind of like moving her head into that, like the double chin look. You know, when you move your head back to make double chins? Just to dodge the... And she'll, just... I don't know, try to grab onto the skull, and, what can I use?
Alright, well, we are in initiative now, so... Let's actually get you two in initiative.
She's holding onto it to make sure he's not, like, yelling or making any noise. Just, no.
Where is that? There we go. Okay, so you are faster.
Aha.
Haha!
Aha.
So it is your turn.
It is my turn. I grab onto him. I grab onto the skull.
Okay.
And essentially, like, with just trying to keep its mouth closed. And I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on it.
Alright, so... Yeah, you basically already had a hold of it, because it lets you pick it up. Okay, so...
Yes.
Go ahead.
Fuck you.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. 18.
Fuck.
Just everything about this is literally just you listen, mate. Shut up.
On a if the target.
Yeah, it's a do or don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it didn't hit.
Nope.
No.
Ew, fuck. Okay. So
Yeah, it's a cantrip. It's a cantrip, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So most cantrips are sable doo-doo.
Save or suck.
That was your action. Does that have a verbal component? It does. Okay, so I need you two to make perception checks to see if you heal Thief casting a spell, as well as 2 mini fireballs being shot at her.
Linjoy's sleepy boy.
Just you. She's like, Bismillah!
Swift.
Wait, how far away?
Not that far.
She's within my blind sight range.
Yeah, but you're asleep.
Yep.
Dosha.
Dulce.
Do you walk away? Is he there?
Oh no.
Is he muted?
Dulce! What have you done?
Swift is very enthralled in his dream, whatever it may or may not be.
But Lindsay, you do wake up. It wasn't a very hard DC.
I snap
I
open.
roll anything?
Roll a perception.
Okay, perception. That's selected.
14.
That's a 14.
Alright, with a 14, you also heal the commotion and you also wake up. You two wake up to see Thief holding this flaming skull once again.
So it's got the swords.
Well, we have to roll initiative, and we're going to be starting prone.
Alright, so it is now the flame skull's turn, which has a picture now! Look at that!
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
It's tiny. Look at
Oh,
it.
hold on. One moment.
Holding.
Reaches for something to hold.
Hold on back, sorry.
I want you to know, Shepard, I had the battle music queued up for myself the entire time because I knew this was going to happen.
What? No, it wasn't obvious or nothing.
There's...
Alright, the flaming skull is going to kind of slowly try and look behind it towards the campfire that y'all have, and it's going to mutter an arcane phrasing, which everyone is super familiar with.
Oh god.
Fireball!
Oh fuck.
Thankfully, I'm awake.
And the flame and the campfire will erupt into a massive, well, fireball.
Oh no.
I need
Yay,
everyone to roll me a dex save.
Danger sense, so advantage for me?
Yes, if you are awake.
Yep. I woke up, thankfully. Well, I can get one higher.
I'm holding on to the skull. Does this have any different effect?
No, it surrounds walls. It's also being caught up in this.
Ah.
Yeah, but something tells me that it doesn't fear fire. Dares.
A natural 20.
Does being unconscious... Well, actually, I never rolled to see if he even woke up. He just failed it, so it doesn't matter.
I believe being unconscious makes you automatically fail dex saves, but let me double check.
Oh yeah, he was unconscious as well.
Unconscious. Automatically fails strength and dex saves.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he would have automatically failed. Everyone else, luckily, you woke up. So 20, 22, 21.
I got a natural 20 again.
Oh my god, look at you.
I'm not happy with this.
Alright, so have 13 damage to all of you, 26 to Sir Reginald, as you do all manage to just pull your blankets and covers, what have you, over you just in time as the fireball explodes.
Uncanny dodge.
Yes, so
No, like
that means
you have
no
evasion,
damage
don't
to
you?
you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, is it uncanny dodge or is it evasion that does it?
Evasion. Evasion is the one that gives you immunity to AoE.
Yeah, yeah. Do you
Uncanny
have that
dodge
yet?
is for melee attacks.
Damn it.
Not quite yet. You're almost there.
So how much do we take? We take 13?
You take 13 because you succeeded, yes. Except for so Reginald, who takes the full 26. But hey, he's awake now.
Ow! Takes a full 26, still looks better than the rest of us.
Yeah, evasion. Yeah, okay. Wanted to look that up. All right, that's its turn. All right, let's get you guys on the thing, shall we?
Come on, Linju, don't screw me up now, bud.
Nope.
God damn it, Linju.
What do you mean? You go next.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
It's weird. It's a weird thing where you roll low, but you get. I don't know. I actually don't know what the ruling is on that. This is just how I've always done it.
Let's see. How far away is he? Okay, he's within range. Okay, so Linju's gonna snap up from prone using half his movement. Gonna run over here. And I'm going to reckless attack constrict.
Okay.
So 18.
18. All right, yeah.
As Linju just darts from his bedroll and like basically snatches the skull out of Thiff's hands and just starts coiling around it as tightly as he can.
All right, yeah. So you begin. You wrap yourself around the skull. As you do, a greenish, fiery, arcane shield goes up around it. But you wrap around it anyway, and you break the arcane shield and manage to still grapple onto it.
Then I'll just twist my head, look over at Swift, and just go, Swift, now! And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. And yep, Swift, it is your turn.
Swift is going to get up. And then he's gonna run over. Oh. That's not much. Not that much. He's going to unsheath the sword and swing at him.
You have advantage because it's constricted.
Okay. 17.
Plus sneak attack?
Yes, you do get sneak attack because they are adjacent. 7. Actually, hold on. Let me look at the phrasing of this.
I do 11 slashing damage. Yes.
Okay. As you mace. You have a mace. As you swing out with your mace.
No, that's supposed to be short sword.
Oh.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why it's called mace, but it is. It's weird. But you swing out with your short sword. Short sword.
I did copy it from the short sword from my artificer character.
As you swing out this green fiery shield, which Linju managed to break through, blocks your swing.
Oh,
As your blade bounces off of this fiery arcane shield.
Oh, so it didn't hit?
No, it does not.
Well, attack again.
That'll do it.
Hey!
Natural 20 will in fact do it. So
Is that including your sneak attack right there?
Don't think so. No, because +5 to hit. Yeah, no, you don't have your sneak attack in that. So go ahead and roll sneak attack.
So roll 66.
Alright, yeah. 2D or 3D now?
We're at 3D, but it's critical, so roll 6.
Oh, yeah. 66, baby.
66. No, 6d6. 25. Okay.
See, 35, 41 points of damage. Ooh.
Indeed. You said it before I could even put in the number. How dare you? But yeah, 41 points of slashing damage.
Isn't constrict a great thing?
Holy shit, 41. Damn. Alright, yeah. Yeah. So you run up as your first swing bounces off of this fiery shield. You lunge in with your second swing, going up under Linju and piercing the skull from below the bottom jaw up through the head, and the fiery flames dissipate as it. Yeah, it's dead. Just 41 damage. Yeah, as it just snuffs out, the green flaming eyes burning dead.
Reminds me of that North Star meme. Oimae wa ishinryu. Nani?
Nani?
He just stabs it and just goes, Oimae wa ishinryu.
And in the midst of the chaos, so Reginald stands and makes his way over.
Linju's still just holding the skull in his coils, just staring at it, daring it to wake up again.
He reaches into your coil, grabs the skull, and yanks it free of your coils and off of Swift Soul. These things are not meant to be here. Not in this part of the forest.
Thiff is staying very quiet.
The old
And-
ones.
Linju doesn't say anything, but he kind of half cocks one eye to look at Thiff.
There is a bit of like a light, like embarrassment blush, like not like a, like she realized that, oh, I kind of messed up, and she's trying to figure out what to say next.
He kind of places it on the ground. If it is not destroyed, it will revive in time.
I
Good
see.
to know.
And how does one go about destroying one of these things?
Spelling the necromantic powers upon it. Or... And he reaches... He lifts up a portion of his breastplate, reaches in with his not fucked up hand, and grabs out a small vial. All this,
Holy water?
indeed. He bites the cap off with his teeth, and he goes to pour the contents on top of the skull. Unless anyone does anything to stop it.
He's not gonna stop it.
Nope, she's not gonna stop it either.
He dumps the liquid vial in the trickling holy water, splashes on the skull. You see an eruption of green flame as the liquid covers the skull. A loud screeching cackle as the fire reacting to the liquid burns off and becomes this greenish smoke that flows away into the surrounding mists.
I will never understand magic for as long as I live.
Hmm. Um, um, there's this very, subtle nervousness. My apologies about this, Sir Reginald. I was not aware the skull could do that.
He looks at you. You have the skull.
Mm. I was hoping to bring it back for research purposes.
Research into what matters.
Linju's tail starts to slowly snake over to grab his halberd from underneath his bedroll.
Wait, what did Sir Reginald say?
For what purposes? Like research
Yeah,
into
basically. What matters for purposes.
Oh.
Basically, something along those lines.
Well, being a person of my position, especially of my position, it's often vital for me to know about matters like this. She's not looking at anyone.
Roll a persuasion check. It's not quite deception. But we're getting there.
But I actually used the persuasion. It's a 10.
Deception! That's it.
Let's see. Well, I do hope your research can use an inert skull. And he kind of just kicks it over to you. If you don't mind, I will take my sleep. Seems I've been slightly roasted. And he kind of just pats the soot off of his shoulder and goes to lay down.
Of course, my apologies. She's Thip is gonna very sheepishly take the skull and place it back in her bag next to popcorn. She'll also do her own form of protection, most likely like write a little bit, like maybe a prayer on the skull to ensure like just a little bit more protection.
Ah, yes. The murder prayer.
A murder prayer.
That'll protect us against flaming skulls.
Yes, it will.
The murder prayer. May you stay dead after I stab you. May you never rise again. May
And
your
if
name be forgotten.
And if you do, I'll stab you again.
No. It's actually, please do come back so I can kill you again and again and again.
Yeah.
Please come back so I can actually kill you instead of my murder bird. Swift is gonna swing the board around a bit and then just do like an awesome sheathing.
For anyone who sees Stiff, she's very embarrassed.
Swift is gonna go over to her. You okay?
I'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. Get back to sleep.
Okay. He kind of blushes.
Go ahead, you first.
Gonna blushes a little bit, and he goes, fuck it. He goes up, it kisses the bugbear on the cheek, just to try to make her feel better. Or at least give her something else to think about. And I'm just gonna go over to his bed.
And popcorn will never know.
Linju kind of does this, oh, and then he stops.
What?
Well, far be it for me to be outdone. Linju does the same thing on the other cheek and goes back to his bedroll.
What are you doing?
It worked.
This is now both in just in a bun of embarrassment. Is going to stay up for like half of the night, so when she wakes up, Linju, he'll have less time, both for like embarrassment, I'll let you guys get more sleep, and also I have a lot of things to think about, and I am very embarrassed, and I'm very angry, and I don't know these emotions.
I feel like you know the angry one. I feel like you know that one pretty well.
Yes, but they need to sleep, so I can't express it.
We both just do that and immediately go back to bed.
This was just being genuine. Lindsay's just being an asshole because just being, oh, I don't want to be outdone. He was just, Swift was actually trying to be genuine.
Oh, wait until you see what happens when he wakes Swift up for his watch.
Oh god.
Alright. So, you three go back to bed. Thiff remains up far longer than what was originally planned, seething in anger and embarrassment and confusion. A boiling pot of emotions. Popcorn. Blissfully unaware.
Honestly, out of character, I'm mad that you beat me to it. God damn you.
The dealer of death and stealer of hearts.
Your watch comes to an end.
Thiff will shuffle over to Linju and just sort of shove his shoulder, just trying to wake him up. Doesn't want to touch him that much.
Oh, well, hello.
Don't start.
You look dead on your feet. What time is it?
It's not too long. I stayed up for a bit longer.
No, that simply won't do. A lady needs her beauty rest. Off to bed with you. Come on.
Okay.
Shoot.
Oh, you don't need to tell me twice. Okay, thank you. She'll lay... She'll actually kind of, while kind of sneakily, not really, shuffle a little bit away from the group and immediately just lie down and try to get some sleep.
Linju will do a bit of a stretch and then take his watch. Bit of a stretch being a 5-minute thing for 18-foot Naga. It's like 18 feet of cat, just...
When you try to pick them up, but they just keep going.
Yeah.
My eyesight is terrible. This is why I rely on blind sight.
Alright, so you take your watch. Take your
Viv's having a
watch.
particularly good dream.
She's just dead asleep.
The night, blissful. You hear the sounds of an owl nearby. For the most part, not much stirs. You do hear some shuffling coming from Sir Reginald, but other than that, not much.
Alrighty. Well, if nothing untoward happens till the end of Linju's shift, Linju's gonna look over at Swift and get a devious idea. He's going to slither over, remove his shirt, and gently lay down next to Swift. God, that keeps fucking me up. Like, my brain keeps wanting to put the two as the same word. Lay down next to Swift. And just kind of gently start, like, teasing the feathers on the top of his head and just go, "Wake up, little birdie."
He is slowly gonna stir. Gonna look down and notice those beady eyes staring at him. Morning.
It is indeed.
It's not actually. It's not time still, but okay.
I believe it's time for you to rise, my friend.
In which way?
Well, that fully depends on you.
I think that he is just gonna get up. And he's gonna fix his shirt.
Like, you're putting his shirt back on him?
Yeah. You're
Well,
good.
While he's doing that, Linju's gonna lean in close and go, "This is for stealing my idea," and just give the Kenku a full-on kiss right on the beak.
Kiss back. Fuck it. You're not gonna let him win?
There's not even a bald in this group. Not even a bald. No.
Oh, God.
And after a good bit of time, Linju will pull back and just go, "Delicious."
Tastes like chicken.
and slither away over to his bedroll.
Okay. Is this tree right here?
Yes.
This tree right here. Is it actually a full tree or is it just a stump?
Yes, all of the trees are full trees.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I was gonna stand on the stump. Never mind. He is going to take his watch.
Okay. Roll perception. All these perceptions have technically been at disadvantage, by the way. Because fog. But you've all rolled either very low or just not enough that I really cared.
I think mine is preoccupied by things that just happened. Especially by what he did to Finn.
Yeah. So you check your watch, it goes by fairly quietly. Nothing attacks you at the night. Nothing sneaks up on you, nothing touches your caltrops. your mind a little in other places. And then you feel something above you, looming over you.
I am going to slowly look up.
As you look up, you are met with a a mighty swing. Well, actually, let's see if it hits you. 13. I guess he doesn't hit you.
He doesn't hit me.
As you look up, you see Sir Reginald.
Oh no.
Face almost pale white, eyes still closed. As his mace, tendrils wiggling and writhing, swing out at you. You manage to duck just in time as he takes his swing, and he kind of stumbles forward.
First thing, he's going to unsheath his swords and he's going to squawk!
Alright, Linju, Thief, roll me perception checks. You got a hefty chance to hit, and I just rolled really bad. 9?
21. 21.
21. Linju, you are blissfully asleep. Dreams of the night's events bask in your mind. But Thief, you hear a loud squawk, a loud screech, and you awaken.
Did I get the full hour of sleep? Or the full long rest?
No, this is still in the middle of your long rest.
Oh, god damn it.
Which is why we don't hit the button.
Yeah.
I literally refuse to hit the button until I hear Shepard say, "And so you finish your long rest."
Ah.
This is also why we don't level up our tokens. But you awaken to see. You awaken to see Sir Reginald kind of blankly standing next to Swift, who has his blades out, squawking.
Oh no. Thif will take out her flail and scream at Linju. Linju, till up!
Alright, let's, yeah, roll a, perception check. See if you wake up this time.
She'll run over.
Nope, still blissfully asleep.
Oh,
2 9s. Ain't that some shit? Alright. Linju does not wake. Linju is fast asleep. What do you two do? Are you going to choose to attack? If so, we're going to go into initiative. If not, if you want to try and talk this out.
Yeah, I think we got no real choice. I mean, if the squawking didn't knock him back into his sanity, apparently it's going to take some stabby.
Alright, let's roll initiative.
Roll me initiative.
Just putting it out there.
If necessary.
Just putting it out there. If when you felt so inclined, you could always shake me awake.
That is true.
And I have an idea, don't worry.
Oh no!
Yes, fireball!
Fireball! Alright, Swift, you do get initiative first. Man, even when I give my characters a really good initiative bonus, they roll like shit.
I know that pain.
I rolled a 1 and got a 10, damn it.
That's how I feel about freaking wisdom saves, okay?
He is going to swing a short sword at the man, at Sir Reginald. 19.
19. Alright, you swing out with your sword again, the world I hate. And your blade just barely catches in between his breastplate and hits firmly. You didn't have you didn't have advantage. There was no one next to him, so you do not get sneak attack for this one.
This fight calls for Megalovania.
But you do
So-
deal 10 damage.
I slash again. 14.
14? You pull your blade back out. You turn around and swing with your second blade. This time, the blade just bouncing off of his plate armor.
Hold on, let me look at my character sheet, because... Oh, that's not the character sheet. That is the Discord. How does it work? The mobile feat?
Mobile feat. You do.
When you make a melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke opportunity attacks for the creature for the rest of the turn, whether you hit it or not.
Yeah, so.
He's going to back off, and he's going to back off of it. He's going to just hit and run, hit and run, hit and run.
Okay. So you attack twice, and then you take a step back, a few steps.
Yeah.
Careful not to run over your own cow traps.
No, right there. Aha! Just hit. Fifth has got something.
Alright, is that it?
Iron Morton!
Fifth.
Am I able to maybe if I could use it as a bonus action, kind of run by and kick Linju?
The wake him up
Yell.
will be in action.
That would be an action.
Yeah.
Let me just do this thing. Check.
Unless you just yell, in which case that's kind of like a free action. And then
Sure,
it's
I'm
kind of
gonna
up
yell
to Linju to see if he can wake himself up.
Come on, Linju, get out of your lewd dreams, man.
Oh my God, Linju, wake the fuck up! 10.
10 will do it.
Well,
Alright.
if you want something, you don't have to yell. Oh!
Yeah, what the fuck? Welcome to the party, pal!
Sif is gonna run over to Sir Reginald and she's going to make an attack. Gonna. Where is it? 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 Is that it?
Where is it indeed?
Where is it indeed? She's going to cast Rightful Smite on him.
Okay.
So So Rightful Smite, Wisdom saving throw, but I first need to attack.
Yeah. Next time you hit, so you have to hit.
Yeah, sorry. Oh fuck.
That will unfortunately not hit.
God damn it.
Blip, blip.
No Wrathful Smite.
But it is concentration, so you know your spell's not lost, thankfully. But you swing out with your flail, and as you do, several of the tendrils on his left pauldron grab your flail as it almost hits him. Alright. Anything else?
I don't believe so, no.
Linju?
Well, once again, starting from prone, so I'll snap up. And I'll quickly dart over here. As I'm going to use my bonus action to go into a battle trance. And I'm going to reckless constrict.
Okay.
So 21.
21. Yes, 21 will hit as you wrap your body up around him, coiling up around his body, constricting him.
Alright, so 6 bludgeoning damage, and he is restrained until he breaks free. That is the end of my turn.
Alright, it is now
Reginald.
Sir Reginald's turn. Okay. Okay. So I'm reading through his stuff real quick. So make sure I don't forget anything.
I love the restrained condition when I'm allowed to use it.
It's so nice.
I hate it when it's used against me, but it's a love-hate relationship with being restrained.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you know all
Okay,
about that,
so-
don't you, Thiff?
Alright.
No.
Alright, so he is currently wrapped up in your tail.
Oh,
Yes.
that's also +2 because I'm raging.
Ah. Extra +2. Alright, and being wrapped up, without even looking at you, he kind of just takes his tendril wrapped up mace and swings it in your direction.
It'll be a disadvantage.
2
Yay!
times.
They'll both be a disadvantage. Yay!
Yes, because he is restrained. So that's the advantage disadvantage is built in. So that is a 19 for the first one, and an 11 for the second. Yeah, because it's 19, then it was a 20.
Oh, up there. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't see the first one. Okay,
Advantage,
so the first one hits me.
Yeah. Second one misses. But as the mace hits you, the tendrils kind of wrap around your face. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You take 11 bludgeoning damage, and you take 3 psychic damage.
Well, I half the bludgeoning, so. Well, that sucks.
That's a 2. Alright, you fail. And as the mace hits your head, the tendrils wrapping around your face, you hear whispers in your mind telling you to release this man and to infect Mole.
Uh-oh.
You are now charmed.
Oh, no.
Shit!
Wait, I'm just charmed, right? I'm not mind controlled.
Yeah, you're not like under direct control of him. You are just charmed. He is no friend. But that is his turn. Swift.
Gonna run up.
Hasn't come back to my turn, so I haven't released him yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up. Attack with the short sword. Advantage.
22.
Since he's restricted, that's 22.
Why do you have advantage?
Because he's still restrained.
Oh, yes, that's right. That is correct. That is what restraint does. Restraint is really bad. So, yes. So, 22 will hit.
Do I also get my 3d6?
Well, yes, for multiple reasons you have advantage, and those 2, well, technically 1 now. 1 person next to him, so yes.
3d6. Let's go. That's 8, so 17. Short sword again. Critical hit.
Are you serious?
Too bad that one doesn't get the sneak attack.
Yeah, that one doesn't get the sneak attack, unfortunately. So 17 from the first one, and 14 for the second one. As you rush in, Sir Reginald wrapped up in Linju's tail, Thief attacking him from behind, her mace kind of wrapped up in the tendrils, flail wrapped up in the tendrils of his shoulder. You rush in with 2 quick stabs into his other shoulder, which is now kind of aimed into the direction of Linju, and land 2 very good direct blows up under his arm, which is vulnerable.
And now back away.
Fuck that shit, I'm out.
Fuck that shit, I'm out.
No thanks.
Alright. Anything else?
I need a bonus action.
Is your second attack a bonus action?
Would it be though?
If you're dual wielding, yes, because rogues don't get multi attack. So it'd be a dual wielding thing.
Yeah. You don't get an extra. It's at some point. Hold on. Do you get a second attack?
Yeah.
No.
To what's finding is when you take attack action and attack with a light melee weapon you're holding in one hand, you could use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon. Yeah. So that is bonus action.
Okay. Yep. So that's your action. That's your bonus action.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. Thief.
And
Let me move this. Oh no. Oh, we're good.
As Linju's just getting the hentai treatment over here.
Oh god, no.
Tentacles.
Quick question. I'm looking at bonus actions and I see Wrathful Smite and Branding Smite. Does that mean that I can attack on my action and then attack again on my bonus action while I'm using those?
No. It's just a bonus
No.
action to start the spell.
Yeah, it's a bonus. Yeah. It's a bonus
Yeah.
action to start the spell.
Right.
But because there's no rule against like using a bonus action before your action,
Hmm.
it's not that I'm aware of, which probably does exist, but I don't know anyone who uses it. That's why it kind of works that way. Unless you're a
And-
rogue, in which case, a lot of that stuff. Actually, I don't know. It is also bonus. I don't know. That's going off the point. Either way.
And just to refresh my memory, I can't cast a cantrip while I'm concentrating on something, right?
You can. No, you can. Yeah, you just can't
I can?
cast so you can't cast 2 spells in a turn, 2 leveled spells anyway, as long as they use different action types. So
Okay.
then you can, unless it's a concentration, in which case you probably don't want to because you're canceling out your concentration.
Yeah. Alright. I'm just gonna attack it, and since I still have concentration on Wrathful Smite, I will do that.
But yeah,
So
there's no limit to casting a spell just because you're concentrating on a different spell.
Yeah, that's a 14.
14 will unfortunately miss.
Damn.
As you pull your flail free from the tendrils, you go to swing out again, but your flail just bounces off, ricochets off of his heavy plated body.
Oh, this is not looking good. And that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Shit.
Linju. Hello,
Okay.
friend.
Well, I'm charmed now.
Indeed.
So, fortunately, Linju is going to let go the restrained action,
What are you doing?
but he's going to stand with his
He's saying
halberd
whispers.
held in a. He's going to stand with his halberd held in a defensive stance, and just make eye contact with Sir Reginald, and just go, "Sir Reginald, stand down! You're out of line!"
Oh no, the whispers are telling you
To spread.
to spread.
But I'm charmed, not mind controlled.
Sure will. What is the definitions of charmed?
I regard the creature as friendly, and let me look at the exact nature of it. I just know that there's always this issue between
Creature
charm
can
and
attack
mind.
the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability checks to associate with the creature. Okay, that's about it.
Yeah, so I just kind of stand down into a defensive position and just yell at him, just like, stand down, you're out of line!
Okay.
As I'm just hearing the whispers and trying to ignore them.
I'll allow it, but the whispers are turning to spread. So.
Ninja's now infected.
One of these days. Charm kind of sucks for an enemy then, doesn't it? Anyway. I mean, it does prevent you from attacking him, so.
So I will just take the dodge action and end my turn. Can I make another save at the end of my turn, or is this a perma effect?
Oh, I just realized something. You're not charmed by him.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Mm.
Yeah, you're not charmed by him, so yeah, you can take your charm as normal. If you wish.
I'm not charmed by him?
No, you're not charmed by him.
Oh,
no.
then I would not have released the restrained.
Yeah, you're not charmed by him. But the whispers are still there. You can make a save if you want to. If you wish.
Make a save.
Oh,
Come
no.
on, Linju, be a soldier.
16. That'll do it. You fight through the echoing whispers through your mind, and they dissipate.
Then I'm going to turn my attention specifically to his corrupted arm.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
The save is at the end of your turn, though. The save is at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay, so...
Is that-
So, yeah.
See, so I've still got him restrained. Saves at my end of my turn.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm aware, he's still trying to attack my friends, so... And I don't even need to reckless this time. I can just halberd strike. And hit nothing.
That's a miss.
That's
He's too close. You ever try to attack with a halberd that close? Too close. Doesn't work.
Trying really hard not to actually kill him, because I don't think it's his... Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Alright. It is now... Hey, it's Sir Reginald's turn.
I make the save, and I turn my attention toward his corrupted arm.
Alright. His face still pale, blank. You see his book light up with this radiant energy, and he slams it into his chest with a heavy thud, and this radiant energy flows through him. As you see the blood begin to seal, the wounds begin to restore on his body.
Oh, bugger.
Oh dear.
That is his turn, though. That's all you can do.
Okay.
Swift.
That's my turn?
Yes.
Alright.
I'm still holding him.
Oh, you healed him? Oh, sorry, I
Yep.
was dealing with an animal.
Yep, he just slammed his book into his chest and healed himself.
Oh, you motherfucker. I'm gonna hit you again.
Stab.
Let's do this.
With advantage.
22.
That'll hit. One blade cutting deep. For 20. Okay.
20 damage. No, you're gonna take those. Oh, did it? It
None of
fell.
that. None of that.
None of that healing.
No more. 25.
Oh,
That'll hit as well.
So that's 30 damage. So pretty much all he got back was that almost returns him back to where he was. Slightly. And then he's gonna back up.
I'm
Swift
taking
away.
the mobile feet. Anything else?
That is it. That is his turn.
If.
Sif is gonna forego hitting him with a sword, and
You move away?
Eldritch.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
If you move away, he does get an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh, okay. Never. No, I don't move away. I forgot. about that.
Eldritch Blast.
He's not taking against Swift because he literally can't.
Mhm.
No,
Otherwise he absolutely would.
he
Yeah.
really can't because of my mobile feet.
Well, if you still want to take the Eldritch Blast, it's just a straight roll because advantage from restrained, but disadvantage from
It's a
proximity.
9. It's a 9 though, because.
Yeah, because it's just roll.
Would you still have Eldritch blasted, or would you have done something
Mhm.
else? Okay, you got a 9, unfortunately.
But the second beam was a 20.
What's the second one? Oh, there it is. Attack 20. That one hit.
Yeah.
That actually does more damage. Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, hold on.
Wow.
I believe it does a bit more because I have agonizing blast. I didn't put that in.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think we talked about
Okay.
that last time too in the last game. We always had to
Yeah.
like just remember.
We need to add 5.
So 8 plus 5.
13.
Math. Thank you.
Okay.
13 force damage. It's not
And that's
resistant to
his
this, is it? Let me double check. I don't think so. No. As you point blank fire off 2 Eldritch Blast beams, one going a little wide over his shoulder, the other one landing firmly into his back. What did we say, 13?
13, yes.
13.
Maths.
Man.
Math.
Alright,
All
anything
day.
else?
Nope. That's the end of my turn.
Linju.
Linju doesn't know shit, really. All he knows is there's corruption on the left side of Sir Reginald's body.
Oh, if only you were playing a different Naga.
Yeah. So, Linju's gonna try and take off Sir Reginald's left arm.
Oh, okay.
Well,
How so?
yeet.
Okay, you're just going to attack it?
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna try and cut his arm off. So that's 13 slashing damage because of raging.
Alright. 24. That'll hit. Actually, hold on. This would be a harder AC because it is just his own. He's got that. Unfortunately, 24 will not hit. Well, it'll hit, but it doesn't. Not good enough to clear off his arm, and unfortunately, you just barely swing too far up. You have another attack now.
What's up?
You have another attack?
No, not unless
Nope.
I score a critical or reduce an opponent to 0, but that's after our long rest.
Okay, so that does unfortunately miss. If you're going for his own.
Yeah. Well, I already called it, so I'm not gonna back up on it now, so. Well, then just as a free action, I'll just continue looking him in the eyes and just shout out, just shout, Sir Reginald, wake up!
Okay. Okay.
And that will be the end of my turn as I just continue holding him.
Alright, it is his turn. Alright. He's gonna take 2 more swings at you.
Okay. Disadvantage with... Oh, God. Thank God for the
You lucky son of a bitch. That is a 20 and a 1.
fucking... Second one, unfortunately, does hit me.
Yeah, 20 will hit you. So I need another wisdom saving throw. You take 13 bludgeoning and 2 psychic.
Come on, Linju. God damn it, Linju.
Oh, Linju.
7 as the tendrils wrap around your chest as the mace hits you. You once again hear the whispers in your mind.
No.
6 physical, 2 psychic.
And as the mace hits you, there is a blast of radiant energy
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
into your chest for an extra 8 damage.
Thankfully raging.
It's radiant. Do you reduce radiant damage?
It's radiant.
Yep, I'm bear totem.
Oh!
Ooh.
So literally the only thing you don't reduce is psychic, and he is unfortunately doing psychic as well.
Yeah.
And that's
This
for
is
sure.
hurting.
Alright. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Nope. You, as he hits you, this radiant blast of energy coming out from his mace into your chest. Well, you wouldn't really notice. Your perception is a little garbage. But if you do notice that you see a slight twitching in Sir Reginald's face, as if he is in the middle of a bad dream and is trying to wake up but can't. Swift.
Oh, I didn't. Thift. Oh, this was the only one that saw that.
Let's 13. Yeah, with the 13, with the mist and all that, you couldn't see it.
It's gonna run up. So the arm is a separate target.
Well, if you call, basically for called shots, there isn't really a rule for it because they don't really exist in 5e. But the way most people do, if you call a shot like that, they see it's just higher.
Yeah, I guess basically if you're trying to single out a specific part of the body, it's going to be harder to hit.
Normally by 5.
I'm just trying to pretty much stab him till he's unconscious again. Or at least get him to freaking snap out of it.
Wait a minute, by 5? Ah, shit, I fucked up. Wait a minute. How much, Landrew, what was your attack? 24?
24.
I was wrong. I did math wrong. I fucked up math. That was exactly what you needed to hit. He has 19 AC, so plus 5 would be a 24. So actually, yeah, you do hit his arm. You don't cut it off. You don't do enough damage to like cut his arm off. But it does severely wound his arm, and it is now like a little stump basically hanging on. Enough for him to like do those last 2 hits. But his arm is now partially loosened.
That'd be 13 slashing damage then.
Oh yeah, I never did do that damage, didn't I? Just do that. Ta-da! Maths. I know my maths. I know what 5 plus 9 is.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna try to attack that arm
Yep.
with advantage. Here we go. 18, no.
Uh, 18? Yeah, that will miss. Just barely misses, but it will unfortunately miss.
I'm missing. Run away.
Oh no, I missed! Run away!
That ends my turn.
Linju's just trading blows with Sir Reginald.
Thief. Alright. 10 and 9. Actually, no, the straight rolls. So it's a 19 and.
A 9.
Yeah, a 19 and
On
9.
the arm.
Uh,
Copying.
oh, on the arm? Well, then they both do miss. unfortunately.
They both.
No. Meets beats, correct?
Plus 5 AC
Except-
because it's a cold
Yeah,
shot.
called shots +5.
His regular AC is 19.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm whiffing it.
Listen, the only reason I'm going for the armor is because I'm trying to save Reginald.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
yeah.
we'll see what you guys are doing and try to follow suit. But yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Pew pew. Ninja.
And you said I'm not charmed by him.
Not by him, but you do have the whispers in your head.
Linja's gonna take a moment, kind of steal himself, and just remember your training. Block out distractions, and I'm gonna go for the arm again. 25.
25, that'll hit.
So 11 slashing damage on the arm.
Alright, yeah, so the whispers ever present in your head, just faintly murmuring. You pull through just enough to bring the blade up and cut Sir Reginald's arm the remaining way from his body. It flies up and then lands with a heavy thud, the mace still in hand, the tendrils withering madly.
Get away from the arm! And that's gonna be the end of my turn as I continue holding Sir Reginald and try to make a wisdom save.
Alright. As his arm comes off, as his arm comes off, blood just spewing out from the wound, still wrapped up in your coils.
Come on, Linju.
You do see.
Damn it.
Okay, yeah, you're still under the whispering effects. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You make the save. Alright, it is now Sir Reginald's. He no longer has his mace. He does still have his book. He also has this,
Oh no.
as he is going to cast Moonbeam.
Ow.
What's the shape of Moonbeam?
Moonbeam on
5-foot radius. So he's going to put it. Is it a square? It's a square, right?
Quickly looks up Moonbeam.
I believe so.
I should have wrote that down. I think it is a square.
Moonbeam. It is a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, so it's a circle.
Circle. Yeah. So, can he? Where's my things? Where's my templates? So radius 5. It'll look something like that. Only, not square.
Oh, that's where his arm is?
That's not what he's putting. I was just looking for the shape. He's going to put it like on top of you two.
Yeah.
So
Thankfully, it doesn't take effect until the start of
Yeah.
our turn.
Yeah.
first time you enter it, start of your turn. Some people do it when it's cast as a start when you first enter it. I don't fully like that, so I'm not going to do that.
What does it do? Oh,
It does radiant
Any-
damage.
Yeah, it's
a con save.
concentration attack.
Yeah. Concentration, con save. You take radiant damage when you first enter it, or you start your turn though.
I have resistance.
Ooh.
I am Bear Totem Barbarian.
Ooh. All right, I'm gonna give him advantage on this saving throw because you did cut off his arm. 21. And just after he finishes casting this spell, holding up his book, you see his face kind of flush, his eyes strike open, and you can kind of see all of the pain kind of hit him all at once.
Oh no.
And he kind of lets out this loud, groaning scream, reaching out for where his arm used to be, book in hand. His turn is now over. Swift.
Where's
Okay.
that freaking?
The arm would have landed. It wouldn't have flew too far. The arm was very heavy. So it's basically next to the file. Next to
Next-
Linju, next to Soul Reginald, and right next to the file. That's kind of where it would have landed.
He's gonna walk over to it. You know what? I could either toss it to the fire, or I can cast Firebolt,
What do you
or I
do?
can hit it. You
You
know
might
what?
want to have a bit of distance if you're gonna firebolt it.
That's,
I think he just with the sword and just like kind of like Peter trying to.
I will say, Soul Reginald
Oh,
is bleeding out right now, so if you want to save him, you might want to do that.
Okay, I will try to save him. I will try to save him. What do I need? Medicine? Nature?
Well, it's either, do whatever you want to. I'm just saying, Soul Reginald is bleeding out. If you want to,
Do something.
try and stop the bleeding for Soul Reginald, it will be a successful medicine check. If you fail, it will hurt him more. Or
Okay,
heal
then-
him. Some healing magic would also, seal up the wound. For the most part.
Let me check my notes.
Or you do whatever you want to do with it. I'm just also letting you know that Soul Reginald is bleeding out, so however much time you spend, he is technically dying.
Can we all do something, or is it Swift specifically right now?
I think we're
Well,
still in initiative.
we're kind of in a loose initiative, but Linju also is suffering some charmed magic, so...
Oh no.
Okay, I will try to stop the bleeding.
Alright. How you want to do that? You want to do a medicine check? Try to...
Do a medicine check.
Alright.
A plus, but fuck it. Go for broke.
20?
Hey.
That's really good. Okay, 20, yeah. So you quickly rush in, you grab one of the sticks in the fire, and you press it up against Sir Reginald's, lack of arm, searing the wound, cauterizing it very quickly, stopping a majority of the bleeding, and then you quickly wrap it up, stopping it the rest of the way. So, good job. He's no longer bleeding out.
Yeah, he's supposed to nicely bandage.
Oh no.
Yes, any bandages or clothing I have is blue.
It's all blue.
It's all blue. Cause I'm blue, da ba dee da ba die, da ba dee da ba die.
Da-ba-dee, da-ba-da. I love that song.
was
Unironically
great.
love that song. Alright, so Sir Reginald is no longer bleeding out. He is basically lying on the ground now, holding this wound, clenching his teeth.
Oh no.
What are the rest of you doing? Lindsay?
Fifth. Oh, can I? Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say he still has these whispers in his mind.
So, I'm charmed.
Yes,
I'm being told to spread the corruption,
yes.
but I'm not being told how.
It's a vague. I think you know how. It's a vague whispers of spread the corruption.
Well, Linju's a very particular type of boy.
For now, at least.
So, I haven't made the save yet.
I will say you do feel very compelled to protect that arm.
Well, okay, so I feel compelled to protect the arm.
Yes.
I see Swift Indigo eyeing said arm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, his attention has been put to the arm now. You're basically doing this. You would be doing this as he has been treating Sir Reginald. So Swift's eyes aren't actually on the arm right now. This is all kind of happening at the same time. You're gonna have to kind of remember that.
I'm putting that thing in a freaking fire.
Feel compelled to protect the arm. As of right now, as far as I'm concerned, the general threat has been neutralized. by logic, I have to go pick up the arm.
Do you pick
I'm
up?
gonna go coil around the arm protectively.
All right, you go. All right, do you go around the arm or do you pick up the arm?
I pick it up, like, just...
Okay. You pick up the arm, kind of clutching it protectively. That's what you do. As you see Linju kind of go around to this arm, kind of strangely
Lin-
protective of it.
Drop it.
Bad dog, drop!
Just let me know when I can make another wisdom save.
Oh,
shall-
well, that would have been the end of your turn, so you could have done it right then.
Okay,
16. Alright. Theophios, drop it. And you immediately cut out the voices in your mind. And you kind of realize you're clutching this severed arm, tendril encrusted severed arm, with a mace in tow.
Okay, loose initiative.
We're kind of out of
I would-
initiative now because you've kind of done you did the thing.
I would like to throw the arm in the fire.
Okay. You throw the arm into the fire. The tendrils kind of you hear this. You swear you hear this faint screeching from your mind, all of you.
And I yell at the arm. I am your puppet.
The tendrils wiggle and in mass, and they kind of coalesce off of the arm, off of the mace, into one kind of central black sludgy pool in the middle of the fire, almost as if it's trying to protect itself from the flames, and it tries to scurry away from the fire.
I would like to cast Firebolt on it.
Go for it, roll an attack roll. 15? That'll hit. You let off 2 firebolts into this wiggling mass of black tentacles that's trying to scurry away from the flames. It wasn't really making it any way out of the flames. The flames were kind of surrounding it too much, and it was kind of like just trapped on this arm island. And then you cast a firebolt into it, and you hear this one last little screech as it bones away into like this thick, sludgy puddle. Now, this blackened, crispy ball.
Thing.
Yeah, ball thing. Smidge.
With the mace there.
Yeah, the mace is now normal. It's a normal mace. The arm is also normal. It's cooking,
Or
so it smells a little good.
we're
But
going to use this sword to try to, recover the mace, or at least move it away to let it cool off.
Alright.
It wasn't a fire.
Yeah, so
Ninja's going to rapidly slither away from the rest of the group.
you use your blade and you kind of pull the mace. Do you pull the arm out of the fire as well?
Oh no. No.
The arm, by the way, looks normal now. It is
Oh.
cooking a little bit, but it looks normal now.
Okay, then I will pull it out.
Okay.
Okay.
No, keep it in. You never know. Keep it in.
Okay, I'll keep the arm in.
Gone anyway.
Steak.
While this is happening, Thif is going to clasp onto the nub of Sir Reginald and cast Healing Hand,
Oh, okay.
which will heal for 5 points.
Okay. You cast Healing Hands, your ASMR kind of magic's going into his wound. The wound's bandaged up so you don't see it, but the wounds do kind of, close up
Yeah,
a small portion.
just like a bit of relief of the pain. I'm so sorry about
I
this, Sir
did a
Reginald.
lot of stabbing.
He kind
It's
of
probably
leans up a little, still, grabbing at his lack of arm. I'm hesitant to call it a nub, but I really want to. But just grabbing at it, breathing heavily. I said you what you must. And you did. Thank you.
Swift is gonna turn and he's going to just coolly pull his, and just like and pretty much showing how awesome he is in his own way. Just sheath his swords up, no problem.
Fifth is gonna try and give uh some water to Sir Reginald.
He drinks it.
He's gonna look over at Linjin, or I can't even see Linjin because fog.
You can kind of like get a basic idea of where he's at. It's not. It is heavy technically throughout this entire combat. Everyone should have had like a bad disadvantage, but I just didn't bother with it. So.
Would Swift be able to put two and two together and figure out that Linjin's behavior during the fight was due to the tentacles?
Make an insight check. This was all very quick, and you only looked at the arm for a split second when it was on the ground.
To be fair, when I threw it into the fire, I did yell, "I am not your puppet."
You know what? You did yell that. I forgot about that. But you know what? Yeah, you could probably put two and two together. I did forget about that one line that kind of just seals the deal of yes, absolutely something happened.
Okay.
This is why I don't critique movies.
Well, seems that we have gotten rid of the corruption and tried to corrupt our friend over there.
Can you go check on him?
Yeah.
I have Sir Reginald.
Alright. So I'm just gonna walk around to the Buff Naga.
As soon as you get within the 10 feet of blind sight, Linju's gonna hold up a hand and just stay away from me.
I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't know if it's going to come back or when. Just keep your distance.
Okay, then I'll stay right here. Gonna be okay. Hopefully it won't affect you anymore since we just burned the living crap out of it.
If the villagers are anything to go by, then my days are numbered now.
Come on, don't be like that.
Linju doesn't really say anything, he just has his head leaned up against the tree and is just trying to slow his breathing.
What to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he really doesn't know what to do.
Fifth will look up at you, Swift,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of almost gives an indication of switch places with me.
Okay. Okay, switch.
Kind of the same thing. Once you're in like the 10 feet of blind sight, Linju like holds up a hand and just goes, "Just maintain your distance, please, Lady Thief."
Before he finishes that sentence, she's just gonna grab his arm and kind of pull it up as she walks closer to him. Stop being dramatic, for God's sakes. You have nothing to worry about. We're going to be dealing with this situation tomorrow.
So
And what if getting closer to the source of corruption speeds up the process?
If it did, then that entire town would have been gone by now.
You heard the farmer. They're all drawn to that stone. If that is the source, then getting close to it may make me protective of it. I was
Then,
about ready to fight the both of you to protect that arm.
then stay away from it. I will deal with it. You deal with the priest there. You have nothing to worry about, Linju Longtail.
I have plenty to worry about. I just hope this isn't one of them.
And it won't be.
Has anyone ever told you that you look adorable when you're determined?
Okay, well, you now ruined the mood. I am. And she's just gonna kind of scurry off. She's then gonna trip and catch herself. Just, then go back.
Wait, right next to Swift? Right next to Swift?
Sure.
Swift will attempt to catch.
She'll just stumble on you a little bit because she was going to catch herself. She's like, thank you very much. And then just continue walking over to check on Sir Reginald because she can't handle the situation.
Well, he catches, it's rough, show how awesome, how awesome he is. And then he's like, so how you doing, old man?
Thip will give you a look.
I've been
Well,
better.
he's trying to gauge him, trying to see where his mental status is. If not calling him by his title, would that really affect him, or he's trying to gauge. Sorry, go on.
I've been better. I've
He's
been
still hurt.
worse.
You still hearing the voices?
No.
Oh, that's one good thing. None of the villagers had this kind of corruption about them.
Not where they were alive, anyway.
It attacks the mind first, then the body. But the rock or that thing has been there for maybe 2 weeks now, and there are still villagers that seem better.
I definitely say we need to go after that frickin' stone and destroy it.
I agree.
The tendrils certainly didn't like fire, so that may be something to consider.
Keep
I
that in
wouldn't
mind.
look that deep into it. Most things have an aversion to fire when they are being cooked to death.
Thif is gonna start just tidying up the area, and she'll look to everyone. We need to get some sleep.
And Swift will just go back to resume his watch. Or do I resume my watch or go back to sleep?
Up to you. Do you resume your watch or go back to sleep?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and resume my watch. I got some sleep earlier. Or what does everybody else think? Should I just resume my watch or should I go to sleep?
I mean, out of character, mechanically, you can finish your watch and still get the benefits of a long rest. It's just personal preference at this point.
Yeah.
I'll just finish my watch. I'll finish my watch.
Ninja's gonna grab his bedroll and pull it a bit further away from the others than it originally was.
Swift, wake me up a little bit earlier so that you can get a bit more sleep. All right?
Okay. I will.
Okay. And Thif will go back to her bedroll, making sure that Sir Reginald's okay. Tidy up the area so it doesn't look like there was a freaking massacre there.
And Popcorn is still asleep.
Yep.
Could sleep through a hurricane.
Yes, he can.
So Reginald kind of looks over weakly in Linju's direction. Come more. Distance is the opposite of what you need now. And he kind of puts his tome up to his chest and mutters a soft prayer. And the tome begins to glow faintly. And then all of you, including himself, kind of glow faintly, giving off this faint white aura that slowly dims down over time. The closer you are, safer you will be. Protecting myself is one thing. Protecting others is what I'm bred for.
Linju kind of reluctantly returns to the circle. As he lays down, he's just gonna kind of just mentally probe that area that he felt the whispers coming from. Just kind of slowly drift off back to sleep.
Swift is going to sit there for a bit. And he's just gonna watch, gonna look around.
Alright. Everyone else goes back to sleep for the short remainder of the night. Go ahead, roll a perception check to finish off your watch.
That's 12.
12. You look around, you listen, and the rest of the night is uneventful. The smell of cooking all meat and metal and leather roasting on the open fire still present. Fills the air.
It's been a very eventful night.
Gonna
for
do
the rest of
Fifth
the night.
do.
Was that?
And I'm gonna do what Thif asked me to. I'm just gonna walk over to her bunk when it's just right about that time, and he's gonna give her a little beak nudge. Beak, 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 beak.
Yep, I'm up.
And then he's not gonna say anything. Just a little slight red in his cheeks as he goes back and just plops down on his bedroll and sleeps.
Okay. Thif will get up, kind of dust herself off, prestidigitation, clean. And she'll maybe, I don't know, cook up some rations just to feed everyone and help everyone get ready for the morning.
I just love to think that you're cooking food on this open fire that has just now overly roasted alm.
Yeah. What
sitting
about
in it? Nothing. It is completely in character for you.
It is.
It adds flavor.
It does.
It adds a nice smokiness.
Roasted corruption. The best kind.
Barbecue. Alright, so you're finishing up the rest of the watch. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll perception.
$12.
Alright, with a 12.
Mm.
As you cook breakfast, finishing up the rest of the night, the dawn rising, the sun still, for the most part, blocked out by the fog, but somewhat visible now. The rest of your watch ends without any sort of conflict. You do hear the distant howls of what could potentially be a pack of wolves. Perhaps drawn in by the smell of cooking flesh, but who knows?
They'd be best to leave us the hell alone.
But you all get for the most part, full night's rest. So congratulations, you can now apply that level. And officially hit the long rest button.
I'm sorry.
Wait, apply what level?
The level 5.
Yeah, the level. Yeah, you weren't supposed to level until after your long rest.
I had it all set up, I just wasn't doing anything because I took a feat instead of an ASI.
But the dawn rises. And so too does Sir Reginald, albeit very slowly.
The murder bird shall rise and shake himself off. And then approach the fire.
Is Linju up?
Linju sort of gets up with kind of a steely gaze. And before, like, he kind of nods to Thif, seeing her out and cooking. But before he comes to eat, he's going to step over here, and he's just going to be, like, swinging his halberd around a little bit. And just the more he does it, the more you can see that it almost starts to get faster.
You can't keep working out on an empty stomach, Linju. She'll start dishing out some of the plates.
It's less that I'm exercising as much as I'm remembering things I shouldn't have forgotten.
I see. You're doing
No, it's
fine.
kind of funny, really.
How so?
Well, for the last several years, I've been wandering around with basically a small squadron. And you forget how lax it can be for most of the time. Start to not use certain things that you've learned in the past. A lot of social etiquettes sort of get thrown out the window in the wilderness.
I've noticed.
But you know, sometimes things happen that put it all back into perspective. I don't know what's going to happen today or tomorrow, so on and so forth. I'm not one to usually prescribe to the idea of destiny or a chosen path. but this feels right. Living on the edge, a certain thrill of danger.
Be free.
Freedom is a powerful thing.
Freedom is an expensive thing.
Yes, and not everyone is ready to pay the price.
Swift is going to go over and pick up the mace. Since it should be cooled down by now. And he's going to walk over and hand it back to Sir Reginald.
You kind of see him, and you kind of see this instinctual movement of what his left arm should be, and then he kind of catches himself and puts the tome down in his left and reaches out with his right arm and takes it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, does seem to be that you're gonna have a bit of a tough time in. Are you gonna be able to handle yourself? No, I'm not gonna make the dumb joke.
I'll make do.
I almost said, since you have been disarmed.
I thought you were gonna say about lending him a hand.
Oh.
We're bad people.
Yes, you are.
That's a freaking DBC abridged moment.
Yep.
It's a been disarmed.
I get it.
That number.
Amazing.
If I can, as Stiff is sort of, are you guys, did I interrupt anything?
No, not
Okay.
really.
As, everyone's sort of still waking up, Stiff is kind of putting out the fire. She just goes, oh my god! And, like, there's this ringing in her ear. She kind of holds her head for a little bit, and she's like, okay, yep, I know, I see, thank you, yep, thank you, Dad, I love you too, bye-bye. Oh,
Blink, blink, blink.
well, my telekinesis is back, or my telepathy.
Yo, what? I'm sorry.
And in your head, you hear, my telepathy. Father needed to borrow it for a bit, and he just gave it back.
Linju in his head, just like, are you in my head?
Yes.
God damn it, not again!
You should be careful, exploring here. I have stray thoughts.
It's only just your words.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, so yeah, looks like Father got back to me on that. So that's fun.
Swift just appears.
Hmm?
Swift just were you saying that in Swift's head or just in Lungeon's head?
I think
both.
that one was out loud.
No, yeah, that one was out loud, but she, is going, like, in between everyone with talking.
Oh.
You know, strangely enough.
He just says it as well. This will be useful.
Meanwhile, in Linju's head, when she gets back to him, it's just, oh, I wonder how badly I can make her blush without ever saying a word.
I need to
do
be
you
reading
do
your
that?
mind.
Do you do that to Soul Original as well?
Yeah, yes, but I indicate before, doing it in his head, that the person that's talking is me.
Okay. As you do, his hand kind of instinctually goes to his mace, until he realizes it's you. And then he just kind of has a pretty hefty grip on his mace, but he doesn't really do anything.
My apologies. Yeah, so it's just an ability that my father tends to giveth and sometimes taketh away when he needs an extra bit of energy.
Well, this sort of gives me a couple of ideas on how to approach the village.
Definitely.
Meanwhile, in Linju's head, you know, the red really does bring out the passion in her eyes. I wonder if she knows that.
Excuse you?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Were you in my head again?
Slowly starts to get red in the face. No. Not at all.
Oh. Fascinating. You know, the red really does bring out the passion in your eyes.
Yes. Thank you.
Haven't
Lindsay.
been told. I've been told.
So, this.
At this point, Swift is going to go around and collect his caltrops.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Because he's probably going to plant those at the door when they walk, behind them whenever they walk inside, so nobody can come in.
Back in Linju's head, damn it, Linju, get it together. Remember, manners.
Swift bends over to pick up, pick up all them caltrops.
Why does that bird have to have such a cute butt?
I can't hear this.
Nope.
So, do you think we'll be ready as soon as you're done picking up your caltrops?
Yep.
Alright.
Wait, where's the food?
It's right here.
Oh, okay. Oh. He's gonna take it with him, and as he's picking it up, and as he's walking around, he go, "Nom, nom. Eat your food." Goes over, picks up more caltrops, walks over, eats food.
Like a chicken. Like a freaking bird.
Yeah, bird. The bird is the word, mofo.
Alright, as soon as we're ready, we'll start heading out to the village.
I feel like I've already got to the point where theft is just reluctant to go anywhere near Linju's mind.
Yeah, she's now has gotten she's staying near Sir Reginald because she's like,
She doesn't want to stay near the bird.
no.
The flap
Mr.
on your
King.
backpack kind of flaps open, and you just see Popcorn stretching out, arms outstretched. Ooh, that was a pleasant night's sleep. Oh, hello.
In
Smells of bacon.
In
metal.
Popcorn's mind, you just hear, Popcorn, what the fuck?
Yes, what the fuck indeed? Where's my popcorn? Where's my bacon?
Here's your bacon. Just shoves it in his mouth and shoves him back in the bag.
Mm.
She's a little mad.
Thick versus toned. Thick versus toned.
All you need to do is watch Thiff go and your mind will be made.
Thick.
Yeah, thick. I just had a thought every time that Swift runs, you get Surfer Bird by the trash man. Bird, but bird's a word, I let a bird.
Oh god.
A bird's a word.
Probably would be a better idea to go for the thick, because if we're going for the toned, I might accidentally break him. He is kind of small.
He has bird bones. His hollow bird bones. You're a constrictor too. You're gonna kill him.
Besides, I'm not sure that he could really handle me.
Are you saying this out loud or is this in your head?
This is in his head.
Okay, then I can't hear.
He's just deep thinking, just to mess with Thiff.
He's got all of his caltrops together, and he is eating his food.
Thiff goes in and out of Linju's head, just fucking fuck.
I wonder if she prefers red wine or white wine. Where the fuck am I
Red.
going to find? Ah!
Starts walking away.
How the fuck am I going to find wine in a forest? What am I talking about?
Is the fire completely put out? If it is, he's gonna grab his stuff, the rest of his stuff, and he's just going to follow Fifth.
So Reginald
make-
finishes packing up his stuff.
And if he keeps going into his head, he is actually trying to strategize.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and forth. Strategy.
Yes, it's now obvious that Swift likes the Fifth.
Linju is literally just going back and forth, just trying to punish anything that's in his mind right now. I feel like you try to force your thoughts on me, I will force my thoughts right back on you. Fuck you, tendrils of doom. We're getting lewd up in this bitch.
Thiff will do strategizing while talking because she doesn't want to stay in those guys' mind for too long.
Oh, gee, thanks.
So Reginald finishes packing up all of his gear, putting his mace on his hip, carrying his book, and before he leaves, he gives one last look to the fire pit. His now thoroughly roasted arm, put out in the ashes, and he turns around and walks with you all.
Goodbye,
I can... Sir Reginald, I can make some contacts. To maybe in some way compensate.
What was done needed to be done in one way or another.
Doesn't mean you just have to suffer. And Thiff will continue walking with the rest of them.
Alright, you all head out, making your way back to the trail and following it out of the mists of Anhu and heading back to the town.
Okay.
Alright. To make it all the way back to the town, it's about a day's travel on foot. Is there anything you all like to do in that time?
Yes, he's going to he's gonna walk next to Theft, and he's going to ask, what do you have in mind? Should we even walk into the village, or should we stay outside the village and
I believe we should
try
stay
to get an
outside.
idea of what's...
I believe that we should enter the church at night. Do a surprise attack on it. That way we won't interrupt any of the villagers and there'll be less casualties. We get in, we do our job, we get out. Simple as that.
I also have another means if we can. If we find a place that's abandoned around the outskirts, I can always set it on fire and use that hopefully to get the villagers to come to try to put it out, and that use that as a distraction method to infiltrate. That's always an option. I also have silent image and minor illusion. I can make something, like say maybe a dragon or whatever, maybe scare some of them, or
The fire might work for a distraction. And get the village people out of there so they don't interrupt us. We could use that as a distraction, then someone can go in and grab the rock and bring it out. And destroy it.
With respect to you both, in my experience, no plan survives first contact with the enemy. Ultimately, if you're wanting to think tactically on this, we need to get a recon of the village before anything else, so that we can know what the general status of the village and the villagers is, see if they're in a state of readiness, because if they are in a state of readiness, they're most likely preparing for us, in which case any sort of distraction would be counterintuitive.
Agreed. I believe that would be your expertise, Swift.
yes. Yes, that is his area of expertise. The only person that I met in the area was the merchant that I got the stuff from. So I will wait close, and I might use disguise self to turn myself into him. Or I could turn myself into a child or whatever. Because I do have disguise self.
If we're going that route, it might be better to turn into the merchant as someone that the town knows. If you turn into, say, a random child, there's a very high chance that it'll put them on edge to see a stranger in their midst.
I would say just stay out of mind and look at them, watch them from afar. We don't need to get in and see what's going on.
Okay.
If something was going on, we would know.
At the very least, we should assume that the priest has some major pull with the individuals in the town, thanks to the corruption.
How close are we to the village now, would you say, Mr. Shepherd?
Assuming you just had this conversation as you left the mist, a day's travel.
Yeah, it took us a while to get here.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think?
Reconnaissance, definitely.
Yeah.
In that case, I will go stealth.
Yeah.
Should I go ahead and roll for stealth now, or wait?
Well, you're still a day's travel away from the
Yeah,
town. Yeah.
It was basically a conversation we're strategizing like a day in advance.
No stealth now.
I stealth for an entire day, all the way up to the village.
If anyone could pull it off, I think it would be this Kenku here. Just stays in stealth the entire time.
I mean, that's usually what he does. I mean, he doesn't actually have or doesn't usually use a mount. He doesn't use a mount. He travels long days on foot. Sometimes very, very stealthily.
If it comes down to it and we can't get in through stealthy means, I could always walk in.
Well, that may be a case, but I think I also have fog cloud.
Well, suffice it to say that if I am corrupted at this point, they may see me as a potential ally and be more willing to bring me closer to the stone.
Yeah. But would you be able to resist it long enough to be able to take it?
Which is a fair point. I don't really have that much experience with mental afflictions. Were it a
But
physical affliction, I would laugh and shrug it off, but
I don't think it'd be wise to associate ourselves with any of the villagers. I believe it would be best to keep our distance from them unless it is the people of the church, mainly the priests.
well, if I were thinking of it from a military standpoint, I have an object of interest to protect. I would most likely barricade the church from intrusion and thoroughly check anyone that goes in or out.
And that's where the fire comes in.
True, but at the same point, if you have an entire village's worth of people, you would only send a small detachment to deal with the fire, while you
Not
have the rest prepare for immediate assault.
That's why you set multiple fires.
Well, I don't think burning down the village should be our primary objective.
That's why it's not supposed to be in the village. It's supposed to be outside the village. Somewhere that they have to travel a little bit, or not exactly like, like a day or whatever, but they have to at least get out of the village.
It depends on how much they care about their livelihood in comparison to the stone at this point.
No,
I believe we won't fully know until we get there.
no, we won't.
Absolutely love the ambition, though.
What do you believe, Sir Reginald?
This entire time, he's just kind of been walking, not really alongside you, a little bit more behind you. Still kind of healing from his wounds. I believe that if the affliction has progressed as much as I believe it has, that they will not give this stone away freely, and that they will eagerly throw themselves in front of a blade for it.
So we need to make sure that no civilians are nearby. Try to isolate ourselves within the church, maybe. Lock ourselves in.
If possible.
There's another idea.
Kill everyone.
Yeah, no.
I mean, murder hobo is always an option, but it's probably on the lower part of the list.
Especially for the actual murder hobo of the group. Well, she's not a hobo, but...
Murder princess.
Murder princess.
Heir to the throne of murder, death, and mayhem, and trickery. Somehow.
It's all my domain.
I played a practical prank on him, and then I stabbed him as the punchline.
Alright, so is there anything else you do during this day-long travel?
Not that I can think of, no. Unless, I don't know. Did you guys have questions for Thif? Actually, you know what? Thif will, ask Linju a question.
Well.
That's dangerous.
Linju,
Hmm?
you're of the Longtail family.
That I am.
Why aren't you with them?
There's a long pause as Linju kind of just looks at the ground as they keep moving. Then he slowly looks up to Thif. Have you ever had a disagreement with someone close to you?
Hey, yeah, yes.
And how did it make you feel if they refused to see your point of view?
Annoyed?
And if they kept telling you that the choice they were trying to make for you was for the betterment of the family and that it was what's best, without ever telling you according to whom, how would you respond?
Now? Most likely tell them off. As politely as I could.
Fair. Particularly what I did.
That is?
I told off a family member of mine rather thoroughly. In the most archaic and blunt of ways, I suppose.
So you got into a fight with a family member?
I wouldn't necessarily call it a fight as much as an argument and then doing something foolish out of spite.
And that reason is why you are not with your family?
Let us just say that I'm currently estranged from the better portion of my family.
Sad to say. Or more like sad to hear. You should treasure your family. At
Oh,
least
I
a
do.
good one.
I treasure my family in their entirety. I just don't necessarily agree with some of their ideology. But I can understand that my own personal ideology can be seen as idealistic and overly romanticized.
No. There's no way I could have tell.
Oh, really?
Sif gives you like this kind of like coy smile, almost like a huh.
Linju smirks back and then gently takes her hand, brings it to his lips, and kisses her fingers.
You don't need to do that, Linju.
Ah, but my lady, as you see, I have done you much wrong in the short amount of time we have known each other.
You've done nothing wrong, Linju, and she'll take her hand out of your hand. I have also done wrong, so you have nothing to apologize for. Just keep it at that.
Oh yes, it is quite horrible of you to lead on the poor Kenku. Look at how he latches onto your every word.
What's he talking about? Fifth genuinely looks confused.
Blush. I generally like what she has to say, and
Linju carefully coils around him and keeps moving while still like partially coiled. Just look at the poor sap. He's so enthralled. But who couldn't be? Look at you. Such peak conditioning of amazing, just wow. Just
You know what? Talking to you was a mistake. We're just gonna continue on to the city now, and she's gonna walk past you.
Swift is never had anything happen like this before. Shut up.
Oh, my friend. And Linju kind of leans down close to Swift's ear. There is so much I could teach and show you.
Why do I get the feeling that sounds like a bad thing?
Only
Because
if you
it
like it like
probably
that.
is.
You don't strike me as someone who likes whips and chains, though.
I mean, I use chains for some of my tools, and whips and chains for some of my tools if I needed to.
Sheltered are you, Swift?
What was that?
How sheltered are you, Swift?
Well, let's put it to you this way. I've been training for pretty much all my life. The only real place I've really known, I mean, I've been to other areas, but I've never really spent a long time there. It's usually go, get some information, come back. Go, take out a target, come back. So pretty much, the mountain place where I grew up was pretty much mostly what I've known.
Oh, that does it. Tonight I am rocking your world.
His eyes shoot up, and it's like, what?
You need to relieve some tension.
Oh,
Probably later, whenever we dealt with this curse thing, because we don't know what might happen. I mean, it could trigger while you're asleep.
Oh, there won't be much sleeping tonight.
So Reginald comes in between you.
Phrasing!
Clear your
Phrasing,
mind.
Shepherd!
Help! I don't. My brain is not responding. Help!
Error 404.
Eyes on the target.
Yes, eyes on the target. Yes, thank you, Sir Reginald. And he's gonna run back, like, over to Fifth. I'm learning so much.
My eyes are always on the target. I have perfect vision at up to 10 feet.
Just
She's
to...
it's like I am learning so much about myself on this mission.
Good for you?
I don't know if it's good or not.
Oh.
I mean, like I said, I'm sorry if I make you uncomfortable. It's just when training and all that is like, or that sort of thing was like the last bit, unless it's like deception or something like that, but not actually, actually experiencing it. You know what I mean?
Experiencing what?
I don't know, just.
How
I
loud
was-
is he saying this?
Probably to where she can hear. I mean,
Okay, I was just making sure, because if he was saying it loud enough for Linju to hear, Linju was gonna shout something forward.
well, pretty much the only people that I have actually really gotten to know were pretty much those that I've trained with, my masters and all that. It's like, never really felt like, it's just, friendship, like a family. So, But meeting you, it's opened up feelings that master has always described. One of my masters has always described and saying it's a beautiful thing and all this other stuff. But I guess, yeah, it is a bit of a shell shock when you actually learn stuff about yourself like that.
It's a dial-up tone.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. But,
Uh,
yeah, let's keep going.
what exactly are we talking about?
He's just gonna look up at her and with a blushed face and just says, well, I guess attraction, I guess.
Ah, I see.
I mean, I'm not trying to start anything, it's just,
An appreciation for one's looks.
yes. I guess it's, I'm always on the run, always going off. Usually don't have the time. It's a new experience, and it's one that makes me contemplate on taking time to, let loose a bit and actually experience more of the world and experience more of these feelings.
If you seclude yourself to the world and don't look through it and get as many perspectives as you can, it can kill you. It has killed. So, I would say, Swift, go out and be adventurous. It's not really my forte to say. My life is that in a noble court, so enjoy your life, Swift. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think I will a bit more.
Good. And, thank you.
For what?
Just flattery. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She'll give you like this kind of embarrassed smile and then continue walking forward.
He's following along.
And that is where we will leave off.
Woo frickin' who, my dudes?
With
Yay!
Linju just expiring. Linju just inspiring feelings in everybody.
Wait until the next campaign, buddy. Like 10.
Linju's in trouble in the next one.
Alright,
So stuff.
and that's where we leave it off. With you all continuing down the road, making your way back to
Okay.
town.
Walking past, faces past, we're homebound.
Alright, yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed.
Yeah.
Again, no game next week, because I'll be out of town, but the Friday after. Same as always.
Okay.
Wow, Linju.
Will that most likely be our last game, do you think?
Most likely.
Ah.
Unless something happens.
Ah, yeah. You never know.
You never know.
Never know. But it does look like the next session is going to be the last one.
Woohoo!
unless something drastic happens.
Yeah.
Or unless you,
Lindsay
you know,
was-
decide to take a totally different route for what you currently plan on doing.
Go
Can you feel?
Lindsay has been blue walled for 4 sessions now.
Good night, everyone.
No.
And with that, I must go.
So,
I gotta be.
Bye.
and
all.
thank you for playing. Bye bye.
Thank you.
It's time for
bye-bye.
pizza.
Oh.
Bye bye.
And that would be it for us as well. If you watch on YouTube, remember to like that video, subscribe to the channel, click that little bell to be notified when I post again. And if you're not doing so already, join me on Twitch, Dungeons with Shepherd, link in the description below. And I'll see you all next time. Farewell!